Good evening. Actually, I was going to make this video about, I don't know, 11 hours ago, but could not find my charger cord, so anyway, so I started my radiation treatments Monday, November 18th at St. Vincent's, and they're every weekday through the end of December, except we got to skip Thanksgiving and Christmas. Most of the time now, Russell takes me, which makes me happy because I get to spend a little more time with him. His shift starts at 10 o'clock in the morning in Wilsonville, so I'm usually back home by 9, gives him plenty of time to get to work. Heidi's between terms at PCC right now, so she's driving me to other things in her Miata, which is a lot of fun. I like the way she drives, and it's nice that it's small and can get in and out of traffic. She took me to my weekly oncologist appointment this morning, and that's a whole different story, so I'm not going to talk about that right now. This round of radiation goes with 42 straight days of chemo. I'm halfway through that, a little more than halfway. No chemo days off. So then December 31st is the last day of that, and then new stuff starts. So the mask, I think I might have mentioned this before, but the mask that holds my head in place during the radiation kind of, just covers my whole face. Well, obviously it's got room to breathe. That holds my head still so they can sap the right brain cells, and it's really snug right now because of these 14 pounds of extra water I'm carrying around. It sort of squishes some of my airways, so while I'm in there for the 10 or 15 minutes it takes, I really have to concentrate on how to hold my head and my chin and whatever with the little room I can move in order to make it easier to breathe. And they always give me a warm blanket. I mean, they ask, and I say yes every time. And so sometimes I drift off a little bit, and then I wake up sometimes in a little bit of a panic because I feel like I can't breathe. Other than that, it's a nice little routine in the day. I get to lay down for 10 or 15 minutes. It's quiet. So it's kind of, I guess I've gotten used to it. The chemo's kind of a soothing routine for me too, and I don't remember if I've talked about that either, but so when I finish the last meal of the day, I set the timer for 2 hours because I have to wait 3 hours to take the chemo pill after eating. So 2 hours I take an anti-nausea pill because the chemo doesn't do you good if you throw it up. And then after I take that, I set for another hour and then take the chemo pill. And so this guarantees that I have somewhere between 1 and 3 hours at the end of the day. Everybody else goes to bed. It's nice and quiet. I can figure out what I'm doing the next day. So other than learning to try to eat my last meal early enough to go to bed at a rational time, it's been very helpful for me to have that time. So just one more thing to be thankful for. I think tomorrow or so I will try to make a video about today, because today was kind of a tough little adventure and I learned some stuff. So meanwhile, good evening, and don't forget to be awesome.